What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Massive COD Gaming, and finally Call of Duty revealed the Season 1 roadmap, and man oh man, it is filled with content. It is absolutely huge. And if you guys are excited for Season 1, make sure to see for the like button. For everything Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, turn on notification bell and join notification squad. Without further ado, let's go on to it. First of all, let's start off with the release date for Season 1. Season 1 of Modern Warfare 3 will be officially going live on December 6th at 9 AM Pacific time on all platforms. Now that we know when Season 1 will be officially releasing, as usual, let's start off with the multiplayer side of things first. Season 1 will see the addition of 4 brand new maps, 3 6v6 maps and 1 2v2 aka gunfight. Yes, gunfight is back, we'll talk about that later on. We have our first brand new 6v6 map called Meat and will be available at launch. We move on to our second 6v6 map and it's gonna be Greece and will also available at launch. And if you look at that map outline, this is huge, man. This map is absolutely huge, not a fan of that, but of course we'll have to play it first before we can make a judgment. And for our final 6v6 map is gonna be called Rio and will be available in season or the mid-season loaded update. And finally we have the final map of Season 1 and it's gonna be training facility for gunfight mode, of course. And just as the name suggests, this map will be taking place in a training facility, and this map will be also available at launch, which means that gunfight mode will also be available at the launch of Season 1. That is absolutely amazing. And as we are on the topic of the gunfight mode, there will be 4 gunfight maps carried forward from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3, and those maps being Alley, Black Site, Exhibit and Shipment. And speaking of game modes, All or Nothing will also be available at launch alongside Gunfight. That is absolutely amazing. Alongside there will also be getting a brand new game mode called Vortex, a new limited time mode during the mid-season update. And basically this mode is everybody's favorite free-for-all. However, one player in the lobby will spawn with a ray gun, and whoever eliminates the player with a ray gun will be able to pick it up. So that's gonna be absolutely amazing. Also, everybody's favorite game mode Infected will be available during the mid-season loaded update. Alongside that we also begin Headquarters, also available in the mid-season update. And finally we have Team Gunfight, which will be available in the Season 1 loaded update. And just as the name suggests, this is gunfight, but instead of 2v2 it's gonna be 6v6. Now let's move on and talk about everybody's favorite part in Call of Duty, and that is of course none other than the weapons. Season 1 will see the addition of 5 brand new weapons. First of all, we have the XRK Stalker Sniper Rifle, will be available at launch via the Battle Pass Sector A4. Our second weapon is gonna be the fan favorite from the original Warzone, the Ram 7 Assault Rifle. It will be available at launch via the Battle Pass Sector A7. We move on to our third new weapon in Season 1 and it's gonna be the Stormender Launcher. It will be available at launch via the Battle Pass Sector A12. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time we've actually gotten a launcher as a brand new weapon in one of the new seasons. And then we'll also be getting a new HRM9 SMG. However, this weapon will be available in season via the Armory Unlock. To be honest with you guys, I'm not the biggest fan of the Armory Unlock feature. I think it does not need to be in the game, but unfortunately it is. And finally, our fifth and final weapon will be the TAC Evolver LMG, and it will be available in season. Moving on from the weapons in Modern Warfare 3, next up we of course have the operators. Season 1 will see the addition of 3 new operators. First of all, we have Nolan. He'll be available at launch. Of course, you all know Nolan if you've played the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. We move on to our second operator called Dokaibi, and she'll be available at launch. And for our third and final operator is gonna be Abolisher. He'll be available at launch, but unfortunately only via the Black Cell. Yes, Black Cell is back again. Continuing with multiplayer, of course, we'll be getting new events and challenges. And as you guys know, with Season 1 being Christmas themed, we will be getting new Christmas events. The first one is gonna be called COD Santa's Playground and will be available in season. And of course, this event will work the same as our previous events, where we had the return of Makarov, the COD Endowment event. This is gonna be absolutely amazing, but of course it's gonna be Christmas themed. We have the return of Shipments. I cannot wait for that. That's gonna be awesome. Alongside other Christmas themed visual changes all throughout the game. I cannot wait. This is gonna be super awesome. Alongside all of that, we'll also be getting a new vest, or as we know them as perks. It will be available at launch called the Assassin Vest or the Stealth Killer. And basically what this perk does, kills do not display skulls. You'll also be immune to UAV and enemy radar effects, including when stationary. This is gonna be OP. And if you equip this perk with the Ghost TV camo, you gain the effects of hijacked IFF strobe. What? This is gonna be absolutely overpowered. Alongside the new vest, we'll also be getting 2 new kill streaks, both available at launch. First of all, we have Swarm, which will be available if you get 15 kills, and the second one will be EMP, which will be available if you manage to get 13 14 kills. And if you guys remember, the EMP streak was actually revealed in the trailer, but when the game launched it was removed, and now we know why, because it was being added as the season 1 new kill streak. And to finish off with the multiplayer side of things, ranked play is back. Yes, that's right, ranked play is back in Modern Warfare 3. However, unfortunately it won't be available at launch, it will be available during the season 1 reloaded update. When it comes to multiplayer side of things, that would do it. Now let's move on and talk about zombies. Zombies will be getting some new content as well. First of all, at launch there'll be a new story act begins. Of course, this will continue the story of Modern Warfare 3 zombies. I cannot wait to see how the zombie story unfolds. Moving on, zombies will also begin new Enter the Rift challenges, which will be available at launch. If you're brave enough, you enter them, you complete the challenge, and if you manage to get out, you will be rewarded massively. Basically, high risk, high reward type of situation. And yeah, it is as simple as that. Moving on, zombies will also begin a new wonder weapon, the VR11, and it will be available at launch. Then we also have some new classified schematics. We have the Rift Run, the wonder weapon VR11, the Warlord Dokaebi, schematic Dogbone, schematic the Golden Armor Plate, and finally the schematic Ether Blade. When it comes to the zombies mode, that would do it. That's everything coming to zombies. Now let's move on and talk about the main focus of season 1 of Modern Warfare 3, and that is of course none other than Warzone. Of course, the biggest addition in Warzone this time around with Modern Warfare 3 is gonna be the new Urzakstan map, a new large Warzone map with over 35 large scale point of interest. This map is gonna be amazing, hopefully. Of course, the new Urzakstan map will be available at the launch of season 1 December 6th, alongside your normal battle royale mode, resurgence, and plunder, all available at launch. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. You have different options to play, whether you want to play the normal battle royale, resurgence, or the fan favorite plunder. You have the options. And then sometime during season 1 there'll be additional modes added. First of all, we have the return of lockdown, also a brand new limited time mode, Sleigh Ride Resurgence, which will be making its debut in Modern Warfare 3. Of course, it's gonna be a Christmas themed game mode. That is gonna be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait. And just before I forget, the biggest piece of information in this blog is that of course all squad sizes for Battle Royale on Urzakstan map will be available all season long. Yes, that's right. If you want to play solos, duos, trios, or quads at any time, you can. Unlike Modern Warfare 2 where they rotated those in. Sometimes you had solos and quads, sometimes you only had trios or duos, and it was just absolutely a mess. That is no longer the case in Modern Warfare 3 Warzone. Whatever squad size you want to play, you can play at any time you want. That is absolutely amazing. Also, as we've seen from previous seasons where new Warzone map was added, it also comes with a new Gulag. This is gonna be no different. New Urzakstan map will also be releasing with the new Gulag. Moving on, we also have the return of Vondel and Ashika Island as part of the carry forward maps from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. Next up, we have the updated gameplay, the movement mechanics, and plenty more. And basically what this is, if you guys remember how the original Warzone was, well, we have everything back like it was, and that is just super amazing news. Unlike Modern Warfare 2 Warzone where Infinity Ward changed a lot of the gameplay movements, the mechanics and all that for no reason, everything will be back to how it was in the original Warzone. Slide cancelling, reload cancelling, aiming down sight while sliding, and plenty more. That's just to name a few. So that is absolutely amazing. Hopefully with the new movement changes and the mechanic changes, Warzone can be as good as it was in the original Warzone. Alongside all of that, there'll be some new features added in Warzone. First of all, we have the new drivable train which will be available at launch, and just as the name suggests, now you can actually drive a train in Warzone. What? That's gonna make for some amazing moments. Next up, we also have the horizontal zip lines which will be available at launch. Moving on, we also begin a new vehicle, the Coyote. It will be available at launch. Alongside all of that, there'll be some return contracts, new public events, and updated strongholds. First of all, we have Big Game Bounty Contract will be returning. We have the new Flyby public event, where basically in each game there is a chance that multiple drones will fly in, drop additional buy stations into the map, and they've also updated the strongholds. Now they won't be available from the beginning of the match, no, they will be part of a new public event. Also, the blog mentions that there's gonna be some new additional content will be arriving in season 1. The very first thing they say is there's gonna be a new feature called the Covert Exfil. What? I mean, as you guys know, if you played Warzone, you're supposed to be the last player or the last team surviving. That's how you win the game. But now there's a new Covert Exfil. How is this gonna work? We're not sure. We will know more about this new feature come the season 1 loaded update. Moving on, like I mentioned earlier, there'll be new events coming to multiplayer and Warzone, and we have a new event, Merry Codmas. It will be available in season, again Christmas themed. And guess what? Everybody's favorite Krampus is back. Okay, did I get you there? Don't blame me, that's what the COD blog says. I'm just reading what it says there. It tried to troll us. Did I get you? Make sure to tell me in the comment section down below. But of course, that's just a joke. Krampus is not coming back, absolutely no way. They say that this Christmas event brings new challenges and rewards, some visible and some hidden. What? What do they mean by that? To the new Urzakstan map in Warzone in the form of Deck the Halls, Zombie Santa and Sleigh Ride. So first of all, the Sleigh Ride is gonna be the Sleigh Ride Resurgence limited time mode. Basically, it's gonna be your normal Resurgence mode, but with added Christmas stuff in it. That's gonna be absolutely amazing. Then we have Deck the Halls. Basically, if you guys remember, I believe it was in Vanguard where they added a big Christmas tree in the middle of Warzone, and then you could go and open presents and get reward and all that. That'll be coming back. And finally, we have Zombie Santa. And basically what this is, if you manage to obtain a key from Deck the Halls or one of the presents from underneath the Christmas tree, you can actually open a portal that will take you to face off against a zombified Juggernaut Santa. What? That's absolutely crazy. I'm telling you guys, this is gonna be super awesome. I cannot wait to try it out. And of course, how can we forget everybody's favorite snowball fights? Yes, snowball fights will be returned in Warzone. Again, this is gonna be absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to have some fun with snowball fights. And to finish off with the season 1 update, there will be a COD Miss event that will take place over 12 days. And basically, if you complete the 12 days of COD Miss event, you will be rewarded with awesome rewards. Again, I'm telling you guys, season 1 is shaping up to be one of the best seasons we've had in the previous couple of years. I'm super excited. I cannot wait for the Christmas themed events and visual changes and all that. It's gonna be super amazing. And with all that being said, thank you guys for seeing this video. If you enjoyed it and are excited for season 1, make sure to see for the like button. For everything Call of Duty, make sure to subscribe, turn on notification bell and join notification squad, and I'll catch you guys later.